Alright, shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm going to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Bachah, Kodash. Double honors to my elder apostles at Great Millstone who rule well. Single honest salutations to all you sincere brothers that's constantly pushing this word to the sincerity, four corners of the earth. Alright, I also want to say peace and blessings to the 1/3, and peace and blessings also be to the confusion of faces in the four corners of the earth who do believe in Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI. Shalom, peace and blessings be unto you all. And this right here basically will be like the flavor of the week. Vocab Malone, or should I say Dr. Edom Malone, because Elder Pastor Hard did a video and the other elders touched up on it, and where Vocab Malone said he's not afraid to call himself Dr. or Mr. Edom, because he said they don't exist anymore. And then he went on to also express that his fellow Christians, who he known for decades, have starting to leave the faith, so to say, and now they're going out to bars and drinking, and because, like the elder said, they've been watching the videos, so now they're just miserable, and that's really what's happening right now. Christianity is losing its grip on the minds of the people, and the truth is starting to flourish, which have been so long without fruit. So I'm gonna just say Dr. Edom Malone. Now you said that the Edomites are done away with. Well, I have some information right here from fathersmanifesto.net. Edom is in modern Jewry. Okay? Right here it says, from then on, Edomites constituted a part of the Jewish people. Alright, they go to straight as a separation. Herod being one of their descendants. Alright, the Herodian dynasty, there will be the Edomites during that time. Pontius Pilate, okay, even going down from Antiochus Epiphanes the Fourth, Antiochus the Great. You know, we can go down the list. But at certain points that I would like to prove, to show that the same people today who, what's his name again? Dr. Edom Malone, to prove that the individual you see in this color, the color in this photo, where under the picture says modern Jew, is talking about this so-called white man today. Now let's get to it. It says, why does the Jewish Encyclopedia mention that Edom is in modern Jewry? That is their own writings, not the clan. See? So they even put that in their own Jewish Encyclopedia. Okay? Why that KKK reference, and where is your proof? Edom is in modern Jewry. The Jewish Encyclopedia, 1925, edition, volume 5, page 41. Okay? Did you understand that? They even put their foot in their own mouth. They set a snare for themselves. Here again, the non-Israelite Edomites became a section of the Jewish people. So this right here is going to show you that the part I want you to really pay attention to, it says Edom is in modern Jewry. Because we establishing that Edomites are separated from Israelites. Because how can you be a Jew if you're not from the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, or Levi, which consists of the southern kingdom? The kingdom of Judah, you had the kingdom of Ephraim, where the other tribes was on the other side of the earth during that time. YAHAWASHI came on the scene, and when Alexander the Greek was ruling the known world. Okay? Basically, after the Syrians went down by the Medes. Okay? So anyways, as you see, let's go into the word modern. Etymology of the word modern. It says now existing. Let's see what some other to the measure, take appropriate measure. It says now existing. Just now. So in other words, modern means to be present. That's pretty much what modern means. Okay? Everyday, ordinary, commonplace. In everyday society, whenever you hear someone saying that, oh, the Jewish people, who are they talking about? Esau, Edom. They're not talking about us. It's not quite common for them to know that we are the Israelites. But it's out there now. You know. You don't hear us saying anything about anti-Semitic. Why? Because we're not the individuals who claim to be the Jews. Understand? So that picture you see on the left side of the screen, that will be a Edomite who claims to be a Jew. So how can Esau Edom be done away with when even the so-called Jews claim that Edom is in modern Jewry? Modern means present Jewry today. Edom, who consider themselves to be the Jews. the so-called white man. But it said that Edom is in it. How can Edom be in? How can Edom be in Israel? That don't make any sense. They're separate people. So can you explain this to me, Miss Doctor Edom Malone? See what is happening right now. Prophecy is being fulfilled, and spiritually you're being drugged down from your throne of ruling over the world, and also that veil that's been covering, that covering cast has been over the faces of the people, has now been taken off. It's going right back to like the book of Revelation. That veil has been taken back. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 7, and this is spiritual. This is why this is happening. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? And when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? So does mean it's going to be the end of the first who? Of Esau Edom, who was the firstborn out of him and Jacob. Okay, verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac. Listen now. When Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. That's symbolic. Understand that? But remember, look what it said. It said when Jacob and Esau were born of him. So Jacob and Esau are separate. Now, I want to prove a point real quick. It says that Edom is in modern Jewry, meaning present Jewry today. Well, it just said Esau and Jacob. So how could you explain that Esau is also Jacob when it says this in Genesis 36? Because Esau is also Edom. Genesis 36:1. Now these are the generations of Esau, who is Edom. That's a cut. The Edomites are still here today. Why is that? Because of this prophecy right here. Read again. 2nd Ezra 6:8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So that's how you understand what the part asunder of the times were to Ezra. When Esau kingdom goes on a declination, and there's no revival for it, there's no bombing bomb for him to heal this society, his kingdom, because it's been built off of blood and deceit and robbery. Okay. Verse 10. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question, Esdras, ask thou not. So in other words, what's going to be the beginning of Esau's end? Us in rulership. Okay. And that's biblical prophecy. Going right back to us taking Esau down. Let's go into, the Esau is still ruling today. The Lord said, matter of fact, let me go to Obadiah really quick. The Lord said in Malachi the 1st chapter, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. And why did he hate Esau, the brother of Jacob, whom he put his blessing on? This is right here, Obadiah 1:10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And what is that violence that he had put on Jacob? Okay, this is that violence. Here comes some of that violence. Gator bait is when slave owners threw black, or should I say Israelite infants and babies alive in the swamps to chum the water to catch alligators. Slave babies as gator bait. Yeah, that's what you did to our people, and you claim to be the most highest people at the very same time. Look at the back of this Israelite man's back, of his back. His back looks like a road map. Look at that. That's the violence you had on our people. Look at this. July 4th, 1776, your ancestors were slaves. Tell me again why you are celebrating. Like Jake. That's why the Lord said, my people are destroyed for lack of wisdom, man. Lack of knowledge. This is the hatred you have for our people. And just to remind you sisters too, look, this is an Afro-Boricua. This is an Ephraimite woman. Okay? She was still in servitude too with us. The northern kingdom, scripture says Judah and Ephraim had to be oppressed together. So how could Esau, Edom, during that time, and look, and y'all love to vote. You need to go vote. Well, look what happened when you used to vote. They used to hang you. Right? So, and I want to speak on something else real quick. During the time, it's a lot, hold on. Okay, and I was talking about the Herodian dynasty when I read earlier that there was a part of Esau Edom. This how you know Esau Edom's not done away with. Because we already established that Esau Edom would be the so-called white man today. How can you explain Jeremiah 15:33 when it said Judah and Ephraim was oppressed together when the northern kingdom was separated from Judah since 722 BC. When we joined back with one another and we was oppressed was when the transatlantic slave trade occurred. And who was the head puncher of pushing that? The international bankers, the so-called Jews. They funded it, and Ishmael helped them with the boats. All the heathens had their hand in on it. So how do you explain that? All right, Obadiah 1:10 again. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. It says, thou shalt be cut off forever. Edom is not cut off forever. All right? Because Jacob has to take Edom down. Now, where in the history did Israel ever take down Edom? Now, how about, won't you just answer me that one then? Go ahead and answer me that one. Dr. Edom Malone. All right? This is Obadiah 1:18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. This is going back to that hill on the hand of Jacob on the hill of Esau. And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. And when is that going to happen? After 1,000 years of rulership with YAHAWASHI. So once again, where is your historical evidence that indicates that Esau Edom is done away with forever? Where is it? What happened to Job 9:24? The earth was given to the hands of the wicked. The earth. The only time the so-called white man was ruling, when they did not rule the entire earth, was during the time when Alexander the Great ruled the known world. Job 9:24 didn't come into effect till after the Renaissance era. Hello? Esau Edom is still here, man. You are being spiritually... Hey, that hill is spiritual. Right now, we are spiritually pulling Esau down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. We're still waiting for that, man. We're still waiting for that day. Bear with me real quick. Just to pull out another precept real quick. This is Ecclesiastes 4:16. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. So there is no end of Esau Edom. Alright? Hey, what's going to happen is because the energy gets transferred. Even when they are obliterated, all they're going to do is come back as another heathen nation. That's it. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. So, once again, could you please show us some pinnacle information indicating that Esau Edom no longer exists? And if they don't, show me who the man of perdition is. Alright? But nonetheless, I pray y'all will edify. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Shem Shai, by Hashem Chakadash. Like I always say, ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. So, like Yahweh Shem Shai, by Hashem Chakadash, Tam Yad, Palal Tam Yad, Lawan Kanai, Lawan Mahar, Kwam Yasha Allah Mawaf Lababor, Shalom.